in a couple days, but we're back at it. We've got how are we gonna do this? We've got our code up there. We've got the actual working code over there. A lot of errors that we're gonna fix. But first, one thing that I really want to figure out is getting CUDA running. And the reason is because I have a GPU that can handle CUDA. However, what I have been maybe struggling is the right word with is I just haven't known how to configure it. So let's get it started for that's unfortunate. I should just upgrade. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, there's no way I don't meet the minimums. Let's see if we can get around that. I'm gonna do this guy just because I like him from the thumbnail.
This PC doesn't meet the minimum requirements to install this version of Windows. I think this USB stick is useless. Or probably not. Let's imagine you created a bootable USB drive with Windows 11 using Media Creation Tool, Microsoft's official utility. But in the installation process, you realize that your laptop doesn't meet Windows 11 system requirements. Yes, that's awful. But don't worry, my friend, because I'm going to show you how to bypass Microsoft system requirements even if you already created such a bootable USB stick. Stay tuned. My friends, let's get into it. This is USB stick with bootable Windows 11. I will insert it into my laptop. Okay, we are in the installation window. Let's click next. Install now. If you have a license key, you can enter it here. And if you want to activate Windows later, I will select I don't have a product key. You can decide which edition will suit you the best. I will select Windows 11 Pro. Click next. Yep, we see this unhappy message. This PC doesn't meet the minimum requirements to install this version of Windows. Don't worry, my friend, because right now I'm going to fix this problem. You need to go back, click here. Then you need to press Shift plus F10. So you can press Shift, then F10, and voila, you will see the command line. Then you need to type next, regedit. Regedit, press
Oh, that's funny.
Enter. In this window, you need to find HKey local machine. Click on it, then find System. Scroll down a little bit until you will see Setup. Click on the right mouse button, select New Key. Very important. You need
Local machine system. Setup.
to type lab config. Be sure to type type it correctly, lab type. Select new key. Very important, you need to type lab config. Be sure to type it correctly, lab config. After this process, you need to click on the right size, click on the right mouse button and select the word 32-bit value. After that, you need to type next. Bypass TPM check. Bypass TPM check. Okay, one more time, click on the right mouse button, select new the word 32-bit value. But this time, you need to type bypass CPU check. Bypass CPU check, click on the right mouse button, select this option, and then type next. Bypass secure boot check. Bypass secure boot check. Understood. So you need to create these three files and type bypass TPM check, bypass CPU check, bypass secure boot check. Also, if you don't have enough of RAM, you can repeat the same process, select the word 32-bit value and type bypass RAM check. Bypass RAM check. But that's not all. After all this process, you need to double clicking on each of these files and type 1. Value data 1. Be sure to select this option, click OK, and repeat after me.
Okay. Okay. So let's take care of that.
OK, and the last file, select Windows Edition. I will select Windows 11 Pro. Click Next.
Cool. Let's see, does that? Okay. So we're good on that. So I think it's time we dive into some of this code. Oh, that's why. I'll just do it for Windows 10 exe. Oh goodness. Okay, so while that's going, we'll fix all of our code. And I mean all of it. Here we go. Okay, cool. So let's fix this. We got a lot of errors in the code. Torch. Scalern. Torch. So really the only ones we need are should be NumPy and I don't know how to say it. Is it Scalern? We'll see. Okay, cool. So that ran. You can see it resolved a lot of the code. Oh, didn't get torch audio. Cool. So let's bring this down because we really don't need a lot of it. So collect data paths. Let's try to just run this. Oh, all the errors came back. Okay. One more import, and then we should be good to go. So just waiting on this import to go, but we can start looking at the code. So we've got this map. This is just to make the data set from one data set congruent with the other. This is us actually mapping all of the data and then building the data set. Right, once we do that, we're building out a custom data set. So we're defining it. Just creating functions, it looks like, to interact with it. Split and loaders. So we're splitting the data. The reason you want to do that is because you want a testing and a training split of your data. You don't want to be training your model on the answers to the test. So creating paths, separating a training list, a testing list. Oh, and validation. Okay, cool. I wonder if that's unique to cross-training. And then creating the loader. This is defining the model. And we should be good to run it now. Mm. So I just need to get the absolute paths to this. And the best way to do that would be to get the, because I don't think I have the donated cry corpus. So we just need the data sets and then we'll be able to train the model. So, also, crazy thing, these researchers spent a lot of time collecting, like harvesting baby cries and baby screams, which is terrifying. I'm pretty sure that's what the villains in Monsters Inc. were doing. So yeah, but here you can see the labels, 457 points of data, and what I want to do is just start downloading this right away. Hmm. Here's what I'll do. I'll say Chan. Is it Kaggle Hub? So we'll just wait on that to happen. And we'll keep looking through the code while we're waiting. So, donated cry, just quick review. We're collecting the data. Then we're creating our own data set with it. So this is actually parsing it, combining it, and mapping it. Then this one is actually defining the data set to be used by the model. If we keep going down, this is where we split it. So the way that we vibe this out is it has a training, a validation, and a test, right? And that'll just help us kind of robust the model as we build it out. So training, validation, and testing, and you can see it just kind of repeats because we have the loaders, and then we actually get into the model. So what we're doing for this one, which is kind of interesting, is we are, and CUDA should not be available, but we're actually taking a model that already exists, which is a audio classifier that's been trained on millions of parameters. So we're going to take that and all we're going to do is fine tune it. So we're going to make it really good at understanding like baby cries. And from what I can expect, from what I've seen, you can expect like above 90% accuracy, just from pre-training and fine tuning a model. So let's just look into 20 epochs. So there's a lot of looping. Let's just see what it's doing. Loss, Atom Optimizer. That's very great. So George Nograd, I'll have to look into what that exactly is. And if you have any questions, shoot them in the chat. I'll do my best. Okay, so I guess that's like a survival of the fittest mechanic. It's saying, hey, if the previous weights were better, then keep those. And then this is the evaluation. So it'll actually output exactly what we need. So let's go ahead and look at this. And it should now have journey the path Kaggle hub. So let's go ahead and copy this. And we're just going to Control A, Control B. We have one error, which is probably that there's a new package. So let's install that real quick. And the second this installs, we will run the code. Okay, cool. So let's get this code running. Okay, so it's downloading the data sets. Awesome. While it's doing that, I'm going to ask it some questions. So this makes sense. Collect data paths. I'm going to say, please explain the logic behind the of the break down each line of code for the donate a cry corpus without including any baby cry sense. Explain both the logic and the So I like to kind of call this like vibe learning. But really, I think this is the one thing that people miss out on the most, which is after getting code, what you can do is actually have the model break down each step. So if there's something that you don't understand, you can quickly learn it and learn it in the context of the project that you're working on currently, which is huge, right? Because that gives you an understanding in what you need. It's kind of like I was talking about. I was talking with a friend who's a programmer, and I said, you know, the nice thing is, if you're not a mechanic, you don't need to know how to fix any car. You just need to know how to fix your own. And I think that's kind of, especially when learning, that should be. I'll say, especially when learning, that's the way I think we should start, is by learning to fix our own car and then learning the principles from that to tackle other projects. explain both the logic and the so I want to see just exactly why it's parsing it the way that it is. And the cool thing is I can pull it up like this. Oh, that's funny. Wait. So that's actually funny. I think the path that it did was Kaggle Hub, but I'm not seeing that. So I think what it did is it actually stored it in specified in users Holt P. So let's see if we can find this. Donate a cry corpus. Because it should be downloaded in here. So then the issue is just during retrieval. Um, all right, let me ask it this. Let me see. Okay, so I'm specifying what I'm going to download. And then OS path, donate path. Oh, I see. Usage and project. Okay, so let me see. Kaggle Hub. But it's just Python files. I don't see any data being loaded from that. So to please update the main code to put all the data in a dedicated data folder as recommended. And I'll say adjust the rest of the code to follow. It should already have that because the path is defined up there. Okay. So we'll just wait on this to download. Oh, whoops. Let's see. Sure. Of course. Paid feature. Um, There it all is. Cannot find the path specified. Data, donate a cry. It's not Corpus 01. Okay. Okay, so that's just a naming thing. So the model should be running now. Okay, so I'll just while it's running, I'll do this. Yeah, whoops. Okay. So one more thing I'm going to do is just install Hugging Face Hub. Okay, cool. Let's run this. One more time. One more time. Okay, so we shall see how this goes. Oh, I see. So I need to actually install with pip install. Wait, I already did that. Hugging Face Hub HFXET. Oh, you know what? I probably just ran it before it. Here we go. And now we've just entered HFXET, falling back on regular. Let's do that. I just want to see, did I? Yeah, it said requirement already satisfied, which is weird. Okay. So now if we run it, should be good. Oh, nice. I did get the CUDA. Okay, this will just make it a lot cooler to kind of see in real time. Because honestly, I don't know where we're at, but here, let's Control A, Control V. Let's run the Windows executable. Boom. Installer is being extracted. So by the end of this, we're actually going to be set for some wild, wild stuff. So this is the installer. What I want to do first is run this code as is so you can see all the different steps. Oh, you know what? I probably just ruined the path again. Hold on. It's not corpus at 1. It is just donate a cry. Is it just donate a cry corpus? Cool. Belly pain, burping, discomfort, hungry, tired. Okay. Let's try this. Let's also okay, so we can see where it's at in this right now. All of that while okay. Let's just look at this because I'm sure we're getting to like nasty, absolutely nasty amounts of CPU usage. Nope. Huh. Okay. Okay, so you can see here's what we've moved through: created project data directory, downloading and copying data sets, downloading all the different data sets, um, creating the paths. We've prepared the data sets, split them. That shouldn't be right though, because that's less than even just the donated cry. So I'll have to look into that. Feature extractor loaded. Starting training. Training epoch 1 instantly breaks. So they're really big on we should be training it, not fine tuning it. So if we go down, where do we define what we're doing? What that model should be in here. Number of epochs, model dot train. Put labels to device. Train loss length train loader. And what I'm going to do is just take this whole thing. I'm going to say component close. Okay. Let's get out of that. Let's say the following. Which really, I think it is this line right here. Self data set IDX. Let's see. I don't think that's true. To be able to use it for predictions and inference. But what it's saying just isn't. Okay, some weights, you should probably train this model. This is not the cause of the crash. $527 classes, but your code specifies. Num labels 5. Belly burping, discomfort, tired. I see. Is that true though? Where do I say num labels? Ah, cool. So that is true. Let's keep going. So, not the cause of the crash, so we're good. Because that's actually what we want. We want it to not match. Fatal error, torch audio backend issue. Where did it say fatal error? Traceback. I see. So it's just a file type issue. What does it recommend? Step-by-step changes. Yeah, pre-process, updated code. Okay. Let's just take that. And I've got to install one more package and we should be good. So basically what happened is it had some really weird file types that the actual package couldn't handle. So what we have to do is we have to take that file, that data set, and then normalize it, so turn it into something else that can be processed. And so that's what this new PyDub audio segment is going to be able to do for us. So it looks like it just finished installing. So we'll go ahead and try to run this code. And you know what? I forgot to change the path again. I need to just tell it to do that, honestly. Do I need to cry? It's not corpus 01. And it's an underscore. Okay. Here we go. Okay. No module named audio. So I could just research this myself, but I'm completely lazy, and I think it's cool to try to completely generate something like full dependence, and then of course you can always do better if you just do it yourself. For now, um, what do you mean this language isn't English? Not exactly sure what that means, but let me check out what it said, the actual packages. Updated code. I'm way too far. Hold on. Let's see what it said the error was. Man, the amount of code that this thing just pushes is kind of crazy. So let's just dump that and then fix the path one more time. Should be like right around here. I think this is it. I think this one's gonna work. Okay. I'll say data list can return collect data paths. Converted. Oh, let me see. Maybe it okay, let me see where I have the path. Don't need to cry corpus. And then it converts it. Baby cry sends, which is correct. Okay. So let's just run this. We'll see if that fixes it. Ah, made it worse. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's just, I forgot to change the directory again. Okay. Donate a crime. Oh my gosh. Okay. This should be it. I know I've said that a few times, but I'm gonna say the so this shouldn't, it's not actually an issue, but it is weird that I thought we normalized this and it's not working. So go ahead and just see. Oh, I know what it is. This model doesn't know what it is, but I do. It's not using the converted path. Um, the converted that was created the code's path to use I want this to train through one epoch just to see what the loss is. The current code states donate directory. I don't think that's actually true. So if I look at converted, oh yeah, nothing is actually. I'll say um yeah, right now. There's been a few other people that joined. But yeah, a few of them dropped off. I've been debugging, which is probably the least um entertaining part of coding. So you're the only one for now. Thanks for joining. Nothing was converted in the converted file. I'll say yeah, that's the advantage of small streamers, right? You can respond pretty easily. You'd also be surprised how few people actually ask questions in the chat. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions as we kind of go through this. Really, what I'm doing is trying to fix a little error. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't break the AI model. But I want to see what the loss is after one epoch of training. So let's do. I was wrong. Nothing was converted in the converted. All subfolders are empty. Okay. The error during training couldn't find appropriate backend. Since the conversion failed, we need to prevent fallback. Okay. Cool. Enhance conversion debugging. Normalize paths. I mean, this is crazy. Let's see. Wait. Diagnose and fix. And I think the other funny thing is I don't think I'm using CUDA. But that is something I want to see because I should have it installed now. I'm going to say one, the and I'm going to say 2. What was the other quality of life thing I wanted? I'm I'm going to say please output um, and honestly, I can actually just control shift escape and figure that out. No, I'm not using the API. I'm just, oh, cool. Using Cyber. Oh, man. I don't know if you can see how bad my computer is lagging, but it's struggling. Um, yeah, not using Grok API, but kind of just using their app. Oh, my CPU is freaking throttled. Yeah, so it's definitely using CPU, but I'll go ahead and send that. Man, that stinks that you. Oh, never mind. I thought you said you changed your major. Just wanted to go into cyber, but changed. Okay. What changed about that? Okay, here we go. First epoch coming in. If you look down here at this red text, it should output a like performance report. Okay. It did not. So let me just see. Okay, cool. Okay, wait. Epoch 1. Oh, and because there's validation. That's why. 63%. Honestly, so better than a coin flip. Um, yeah. Yeah, I mean it's a lot. It's definitely hard. Um for sure there can be parts that you don't enjoy. Um and it's up to you, man. I mean for me it was worth it to push through that and kind of learn some cool things. But I for sure not for everyone. Um but yeah, there are some crazy stories. Podcasts, I got to go in a second, but a podcast if you don't listen to Darknet Diaries, it's got some wild stories about huge hacks that like shut down the world for a couple days. One of them is I think it's WannaCry. was like a big one that happened. I mean, probably during our lifetime, probably 5 years ago. Just shut down. Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, take care. I'm actually gonna shut off the stream real quick, but thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.